Okay, now we're gonna get to the fun stuff, the stuff that I really love, and it's increasing your club head speed, hitting that ball farther, and outdriving your buddies and all that kind of stuff. So I'm gonna give you some of my big keys. The first key, and I know this is basic, you gotta warm up the muscles. You gotta do something to warm up. I don't really care exactly what it is, don't hurt yourself obviously, but if you don't warm up, you're not gonna be able to move. You're not gonna be able to make that big turn, create power. So do a little warm up. That's key number one. Hold on tight. Okay, you guys ready for the next one? Key number two, you gotta load the system. For me, I love using my training devices. That's how I load the system. But if you wanna explode, you have to load, okay? So I'm gonna load up a couple of these. When we're doing golf swing here, we're doing the energy transfer business. We gotta transfer energy through that shaft, through our body, to the shaft, to the club. So you can hear the pop, ready to explode, right? Load the system. So I've warmed up, I've loaded the system. Now I'm ready to hit some balls. Key number three, you have to measure. You got to know what your speed is. I'm looking for ball speed, I'm looking for launch angle, and I'm looking for spin. Those are the three things that determine how far a ball goes. FlightScope X3 gives me all those. So that was pretty good right there. Now I know it's a range ball, but Tyler, tell me how I did.
All right, so yeah, the spin was really good, 1791.
Yep.
Carried 286.
Yep.
Smash still a little bit low, could have been the range ball, but club head speed that time, almost 127.
And that's big club head speed for me, and I think part of it's because I'm doing these warm-ups. Ball speed 177 on a range, these balls I can definitely feel are a little, they're not so, they're not like a new tennis ball. Yeah. So anyway, but that's really good. And you know, I can look at all the data I want to see right here, but that launch and spin, the launch angle was, where's our launch angle there?
Launch was 10.
That's a little low actually. So that would be the big thing I'd concentrate there on. But really good club head speed. Ball speed was good for what it's doing. Let's try a few more and I'm gonna give you my next tip. By the way, here's a little bonus tip. Let's say I want to take that club head speed or ball speed and try and get a little more out of it. Don't be afraid to if you're a right-handed golfer, let your left heel off the ground. I know you hear it, but you got to do it. I know you guys are out there, you're so tight you can't turn. No, we're not Tiger Woods, right? We got to lift this up. It gives you more turn, more loading. If you watch me do it, that's the only way I can generate that speed, or one of the best ways, is let that heel off. Boy, that was close. I think my path and face were a little off there. We can look at the FlightScope and find off, but it had some speed.
Yeah, so around the same club head speed, 127 again.
Yeah, touch more ball speed.
A little more spin.
Yep. But I'm not getting that carry because my launch angle is still 10 degrees, so I got to get that launch up. So let's try one of those. Tyler, what's my angle of attack?
4.6.
So that's a good angle of attack. You want to hit about 3 to 5 degrees up, right? So my angle of attack's pretty good there. So I think I got to hit that a little more in the center. But here's the thing, when you're using a monitor, don't try and affect the numbers. Make a good golf swing and see what the numbers come up to be. I think too many people are out there using monitors and they're thinking about a number they're trying to make instead of focusing on your swing and what you're trying to do. Do you agree?
Of course.
Yep. All right, tip number 4 is coming. One more of these and we'll get you next tip. I love that ball fight. Little buttercut, still a little low, but man, beautiful flight there. Pretty straight, right, Tyler?
Yeah, so that one actually carried 305.
Yep, how hard that roll out.
The launch there.
Still launching a touch low, but that was way better. What was the club? Oh, 127.5, 180 ball speed. So that's really good. I feel these balls, like I said, I might have to break out a hard ball here, but I want to give you your next tip for club. You want some more speed?
Yeah.
Got your next tip. What I'm about to say might come as a shock to you, so be prepared here for this. If you swing slow, you'll swing slow. If you swing fast, you'll probably swing faster. Let me explain what I mean by that. Most people think that the golf swing is supposed to be low and slow and smooth and all these things. Well, when you do that, when you do slow and smooth and all this, well, guess what? You don't generate much speed. My dad, when he wrote Tour Tempo with John Garrity a few years back, they found out that these tour pros are from takeaway back to impact in 1 second or less. Rory McIlroy, he crushes it 1 second or less. Jamie Sedlowski, in his heyday, he took it to there. He did that in 2/3 of a second. So if you want to get a little more speed, you got to swing faster. Now I'm going to do a shameless little plug here. I'm going to pull out my Tour Tempo on my watch. Okay. It's an app you can get on your phone, but I happen to have it on Apple Watch. It's going to give me these tones, and that's going to get me swinging with that rhythm. I've kind of already ingrained it at this point, but I'm going to swing to that rhythm, and I've got this FlightScope to tell me the data. Because you know what I could do? There's 4 different tour tempos. I can try them all, see what they do for my speed, my launch, my spin, find out which one is the best. And I'm not doing it with kind of what I feel. I've got the actual data from the FlightScope, so that's the key. I'm going to hold my watch up to the mic here. You can hear these 3 tones. I'm going to swing to those tones. Those are going to get me going. Bump, 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 bump. Bump, 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 bump. Oh, close, very close. But I've got something I'm focused on. Get some numbers from Tyler. The club head speed was good. Missed hit it a little, but it was nice.
Club head speed 126.
Yep.
Yeah, just a little bit low on the smash there.
Yeah, I missed it a little bit. Yeah, yeah. Let's try another one. I gotta get one big one for you guys. That was dead straight, another good one. Just focusing on everything I talked about. I was warmed up, loading the system, got my data, and then I was swinging with some speed. How was it?
Good, 312.
312 carry?
312 carry.
That's a good carry.
2400 spin.
Yep.
Club head speed about 125.
Yeah, it was ball. 175. That was balls, man. That's good. All right, let me wrap it up. So you just got a glimpse of how I practice and how I maintain my speed and what I use to get speed out of my students and really increase their speed. I've got tools so we can load and explode. We get warmed up. I'm using that FlightScope X3, right? And then we're using tempo to bring it all together so that they can kind of not have to think over the golf ball. If you do all those things, I guarantee more speed in your game and longer drives.